My hair is so long. Hello wonderful people, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Nawtystep channel, and it's time for another Extra Nawties monthly roundup. Time for a load of quick EP, album and compilation reviews. I'm covering the very end of August and up to and including the 27th of September, covering them in alphabetical order by way of artist or record label name, and they're all linked below and special mentions at the end as well. So yeah, let's go. And kicking off this installment, we have the new LP from Alix Perez, With Our End. Not completely relevant for the channel, you know, most of it is your kind of liquid D&B, quite soothing, not necessarily dark or bassy per se, but can't really pass up an opportunity to talk about his music. And bottom line, again, a beautiful LP from him right here. Someone else in particular, I think track 3, a stunning tune, and others like Perfect Stranger really got the emotion on lock. Again, as per with him, more a thing for me of marvelling at the production than the ideas, but exceptional on that front, and enough so to really carry it through the whole project. So yeah, overall just a very pleasant and clean listen, really. New EP from Badfella, which is a pretty monstrous one, I would have to say. You know, a lot of bellowing dubstep, beastly in feel, and it doesn't get off to the best start with the Vortex, but really picks up. You know, tracks like Basshead and Nightmares in particular really got the production backing up the ideas for the most part. So not the most captivating with the invention over its course, but definitely very solid, and a big recommend from last month. If you enjoyed dubstep and haven't heard it yet, yeah, check it out. Talking of captivating dubstep, I would definitely say that of the new Basic EP for the production alone. I think here, once again, proving himself to be one of, if not the best, up-and-comer or young producer when it comes to his sonic definition in his music. I wouldn't say there are loads of ideas really enthralling me here. The closest would have to be Soul Taker with Stasic and T-Break, which comes just after, but they all draw you in with the production, the range of sounds, very animated and punctuated music, actually, I think I would say. Musically, very on point as well, so not massively enthused when it comes to the ideas on the whole, but a lot of boxes ticked here, for sure. New EP from Dodge Fuski, and the Adair collaboration is pretty decent, the dynamic between sounds is good, and the aggression, I think, is on point. Bit of diversity with the ideas as well. And Superfans was an interesting idea, but poor execution. Beyond that, not much else to say, really. You know, I don't know how seriously I'm meant to be taking their music anymore. Another very detailed and fresh project here from Imanu, but second half I find far more engaging than the first, I would have to say, which he may not like to hear, as the first half is more D&B, his usual style, but drop ideas here in the first half just don't have as true a direction for me with the ideas. The production is a bit harsher as well and overblown. It's almost as if there's just too much going on with the ideas and the production in that first half. The second two here adopt more of a kind of half-time approach and are far catchier, easier to get into, more infectious, and yeah, just more available to kind of groove along with, if you get me. I love his style, you know, always will, always have, whatever genre he chooses, but a project of just that second half kind of stuff, it could be sick. New mini compilation from Inspected, and I have to be honest, I'm not sure there's a tune here that I enjoy in its entirety. You know, some lovely sounds in the volume, and the Pro Shawl's got a decent energy and flow to it, considering it's pretty low key, and the echo map is quite fun as well, but not much else to remark on beyond that for me. I suppose that Inspected have just set such a high standard that I expected more. New EP from G-Key is definitely some of his best material so far. Sharp production to back up the ideas, which I think was lacking before. Another that doesn't get off to the best start, I wouldn't say, with the first couple of tracks, but picks up well after that, I would say. The final two, the overall sound is just far sharper, cleaner, more defined, and some fantastic sounds on show as well. You know, we get that in the first two, but more so in the latter two, in my opinion. Fight with Jekyll and Hyde in particular, really well cut, shiny, refined, sharp, new. So overall, quite a lot of room to improve still yet, but a lot of improvement made also, for sure. New EP from Kaizo, which is just more proof to me that he's one of those that I just don't get the current fanfare surrounding his music at all. Like, at all, you know. The ideas, again, from him are boring, the production is shoddy. The stuff surrounding the heaviness is okay at points, but just doesn't make up for it at all. And, you know, it sounds like it was fun to put together, at least, but in all honesty, the results are just a bit of a mess to me. As with pretty much every compilation, this one from Mousetrap and Insomniac, some gems littered in amidst a load of others that just don't do much. I think, in particular, liking the No Manner, a booming, big room, techno-y kind of number, and the J. Robinson and Mysteria collab has a fantastic bass line to it, and the Kazmalia wasn't bad as well, but aside from that, another compilation, why not? This time from Monster Cat and Rocket League, which is just very underwhelming considering who's on it. No one song here that I think I'm going to be going back to again and again. The Fox Stevenson remix was actually pretty good, but still a bit too simple for me. Could have pushed further with the ideas, even though the production is pretty great, admittedly. Apart from that though, whether it's production or ideas, you know, whatever it may be, bringing each one down, just nothing exciting me here. And again, I expected more. Yet another compilation, here we go. Fucking hell, on a bit of a streak here. But no, here we have the Moody Good and Slander Rmxs from a short while ago. Another situation here, I would have to say, of enjoying a couple a fair bit, and the rest, not that much. The More Kismet is exceptional, like, exceptional. Absolutely insane on the ear. Incredible detail and definition of sound. It's just pretty mind-blowing, I would have to say. And the Achios is pretty sick for large parts of it. The others not doing a lot for me, really, I would have to say. And honestly, again, a bit of a shame, considering who's on it. New album from MUZZ, which I'm not sure I'm enjoying as much as others seem to be. It's very clearly him production-wise, which I like about it, but not that many ideas getting me excited here, I have to be honest. And I'm kind of torn between, on the one hand, thinking a lot of it is too straightforward and simple, just a bit plain, not a lot on the invention front, and on the other hand, that's how it should be for an album, you know, more filler, not as many outright bangers to kind of give it more of an album feel, if you get me. It isn't an easy thing, writing an album, especially a debut one, and maybe I'll get more used to it over time, and yeah, just how it works over its course and whatnot. But for now, not a lot getting me out of my seat, and I've heard it a fair few times, but for what it's worth, my favourites are Born for This, Starglide, and Nemesis. New EP from Invaders, and the thing that sticks in my mind most with this project is just that the potential with his sound is absolutely huge, like mammoth, gargantuan, massive. You know, the range of sounds, the energy of it, the way it's cut. It's just here, the overall sharpness in the definition of his sound, the percussion in particular, is what lets it down. And if that can be improved over time, my god, I think we will be looking at one of the best styles in the whole of bass music at the moment, really, honestly. So much of it is so finely done that I know, in a way, that it will be improved over time. So, yeah, looking forward with his style, I am just madly excited, I can't lie. New EP from Similar Outskirts, a vintage Rushdown EP in many a way, I would say. The video game kind of theme, lots of melody, flavour, colour to it as well. It's just, you know, it's what you sign up for, basically. Also really consistent in matching invention with powerful production, you know, a lot of really solid backdrops here. Even though a couple of the ideas are a bit wayward and go off on a few too many tangents. The first two main tracks after the introduction in particular, I would say. The final two, a lot better in that respect. But yeah, overall, just really solid, I think. Yeah. New EP from Veer is another juicy Full Flex Audio project, I have to say. They've really been churning out the good stuff last few months, Full Flex Audio. And this is definitely another one, you know, not perfect front to back by any means, but considering where he's at in his music career very early on and that he's producing like that already, for me, it's just a matter of time until he's releasing on the biggest labels, you know, no doubt in my mind at all. Final compilation review for today comes from Vision, which is it's a big old compilation, you know, not Subsidia level by any means, but It's big alright, and pretty enjoyable for the most part, which I think is saying something, given there are 24 of them, and you'd think there'd be a fair few that you don't enjoy, well, that I didn't enjoy. But no, you know, even those I don't like quite as much, they at least have something going for them, you know, not all of them, but most of them, I would have to say. And my favourites here, for what it's worth, come from Leveler, Skylark and Except, Vonarch, the Caracal Project, Youth and Retract, so quite a few really. New EP from WeWek, which I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would have to say. Haven't been mad about his music the last couple of years or so, but this EP just, for me anyway, brings back so much about his style that I just love, and yeah, kind of bringing it back to life, if you get me. So much fun across the whole thing, pretty much. Hop Hop, in particular track 2, is a perfect meld of jungle terror and big room techno. It's just, I find it brilliant, so infectious, and overall, first half I prefer to the second, but generally just such a joyous EP, and a good amount of naughtiness to it as well, which is rare. And finally, new EP from Eunice, which is just a really, really nice EP. Bit of a hypnotic experience, actually, I think. You know, a lot of deep bass lines and wubs, but still very alive in sound and sharply produced. Never goes over the top with the ideas, and the definition of it alone in the production just makes it easily one of my favourites from last month. Maybe even the year. And aside from Limbic, the penultimate track, so consistent on that front, you know, really locks you in. Nothing showy about it, but so nice on the ear. But there we have it, the September 2020 edition of the Extra Nawties Monthly Roundup. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Special mentions, not quite as many as usual, but still a fair few, I would say, and I'm going to put them all up on the screen here for you all to see. If you want to note them down, take a screenshot, whatever, pause the video, whatever you want to do, because they are not in the description down below. Okay, with regards to what I reviewed in this video, which ones did you enjoy, which others not so much, are there any that I missed out? Let me know all of your views, thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. But beyond that, keep it naughty. If it's naughty, then you know, and I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Peace!